And now to Labrador to speak to Simon Pokue. Mr. Pokue, I assume you're calling from Labrador, are you, sir?
No, actually, I'm in St. John's Street.
Okay, very good. I guess you're bringing us some insight from Labrador, though. What's on your mind today?
Well, I don't want to comment about John Noseworthy audit.
Okay, yeah.
And what's happening within the IDLP alone, the organization itself.
This is the
Innu Development.
Yeah, Innu Development, the limited partnership. So he's handed off some information to the RCMP, is that right?
Well, as I'm reading in the papers, I guess so. There's nothing we can do that. But I like to but few more concerns. I'm just wondering if Mr. Noseworthy go. He's only targeting a few. He's only look at 2 years audit. I'm concerned about there are more misappropriate spendings right after this. When the former CEO left, there's a couple CEOs hired, and still the misappropriate spending.
What was the 2 year period that he audited?
Well, I believe it's 2010 to 2011.
Okay.
10 to 11.
You think he needs to go back a bit further?
He needs to go back, and he needs to go beyond after 2010.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, there's the continuing of the misappropriate spending carry on after the new people were appointed.
Well, it's possible.
And also, there were some checks made out to the leaders. For personal use. For example,
you want to be careful here, of course, yourself, right? Because you don't want to be putting yourself in a tricky position legally.
Well, it's we have to know. These findings are, it'll show that the number of checks were made up to this particular person.
Yeah, but of course it'll have to be scrutinized by the.
That's what I call. Just wondering if John Noseworthy will go beyond what's.
Well, I assume he was.
I assume he was paid over $200,000 to carry this audit.
Well, I'm sure he was paid for the time he, invested into it, and whether or not more time has to be audited, I guess these findings will probably suggest, and it may be the case, if not altogether likely, that they will look further if, there's too much amiss, determined in this first audit.
Well, I think to be paid that amount of money, you have to do more than that. This only 2 years. But
was that what was stipulated when he was contracted, or?
Well, I don't know. I don't have his contract here with me. I understand the money that we paid come out of our profits. The money came from IED.
Mm-hmm.
So as a member of this Mushari Nuban, I have the right to know how much he's getting paid, and also I like to are those fees, are they going to be made public as well?
Good question. No doubt the RCMP are going to have a look, and we should be getting some indication of if there's any action to be taken. Well,
usually the average money that goes to the community is between $75,000 to $150,000. So to be those ways we pay $200,000. That's to me questionable.
Okay.
He's been paid the whole fiscal, what's average that goes to the community.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know exactly what he's done, or.
I'm saying, I want to, see if those fees are going to be made public.
Yeah.
Like I said, both communities need cash.
But would that not be determined by the leadership there, or by the people who are?
Like I said before, Pete, our organizations, the Union Nation and Bank Council, especially the ID, they're both corrupted. Both corrupted. There's no point writing a letter to them. The corruption still exist within those boards and organizations, but nobody, not one single leader will able to speak about.
But maybe it's up to the shareholders in the end to determine.
Well, the shareholder, I am the shareholder.
Exactly.
I'm the shareholder.
Exactly.
And if I want to ask for information, or they will never give me information.
Well, it sounds like what had to happen has happened. The police are in on it, and that's
why we haven't had any shareholders meeting or annual general meeting with IDLP. So I mean,
since when?
Since I don't know, probably 2 or 3 years.
Oh boy.
So anyway, example, I just saw a CEO last night at the mall, and I never bothered to talk to him. CEOs and their staff, they go to mining conferences and trade show, and they don't, they're only there for themselves. They go there and look for potential partners in, trying to look after their own interests, but they're not looking after community interests at all.
All right, sir. Listen.
It's the same goes to the Nation with those people.
Sounds like something has to change. It's probably a matter of letting the police do their work, and then I guess the shareholders are going to have to decide.
But I heard there's people are now talking about it in Shihaji. They want to break away from the community of Natwashi. They want to split IDLP. They want to look after their own interests now. And I think that's the best solution, best option, if they go that route.
All right. Well, listen, we'll see if anybody else has an opinion either agreeing with yours or going in a different direction.
Well, there's a lot of stuff being commented on Facebook. I mean, and the other thing I want to comment, Pete, is the voting take place as we speak. Is regarding the trust agreement changes. I guess you're aware that there's a voting take place in both communities.
Okay.
They want the leadership of the Nation wants to change the trust agreement because they want to access another trust fund that's been put aside for the future use. And right now, I heard there's a little bit of money left into a trust fund. And they want to access. In order to access that, they ask both communities to to them like sort of a referendum. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people are saying no, because there's a lot of people in last year saying that fund should not they should leave it alone. Mm-hmm. So right now, the Nation and the both bank council in Natwashi want to access it. So I mean, 4 or 5 years ago, $25 million was being used from trust fund, and very, very little is some of the money is unaccounted for.
Not knowing a whole lot about it.
And the former Chief Simeon supposed to, she's been so adamant about trying to find out where does the money go, where it all goes, who pocketed, all that. Mm. So he's still waiting to get an answer from the RCMP or from the auditors to do the forensic, because a lot of money still, example, they supposed to build 20 homes, and all we see was 10 homes, and 10 homes, we don't know where's the money go, you know what I mean?
All good questions, absolutely. Let's hope the current investigation reveals some clarity.
I hope John knows where he goes, beyond and before those, to go further.
Yeah.
So anyway, I appreciate it.
I appreciate your time, sir, and let's hope, like I say, things get clarified. And not knowing a whole lot about it myself, I would suggest that perhaps it would be prudent to not really spend any more money until we get a clear picture of what's going on.
Well, I haven't called. I'm supposed to call in to Natwashi to they're taking the phone in vote.
Yeah.
So my answer is already, I'm going to say no, because I don't want another $25 million to waste it,
Yeah, I hear you.
Anyway, thanks, Pete.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. Some strong views there.